Hey, what's going on, family? It's your man, Jeff Kilgore, and today we're going to get into 3 quick tips to becoming a more confident speaker. You ready? Come on, let's talk about it. Now, we're going to get right into it. No filler, no fluff. You already know how we do it. Now, the very first thing that you can do to help you become a more confident speaker is practice it. Now, I know it sounds cliche, it sounds boring. Practice, okay, practice, Allen Iverson, we talk about practice. No, all jokes aside, practice it. And you do this every day anyway, so this isn't anything that that should be difficult for you at all. I'm going to explain what I mean by this. Now, right now, you have the confidence, right? Whether it's becoming a better speaker or anything else for that matter. So you have the confidence, but you're just pointing it in the wrong direction, so to speak. So when you say you want to become a more confident speaker, you already have that confidence within you, and I'll tell you how. Right now, if you say, well, I'm shy, or if you say I'm just not a good speaker, or you say I'm not very photogenic, whatever it may be, when you say I'm shy and you just know that you're shy, you're confident in that shyness. You understand? You're confident in the notion that you're shy. I mean, you're convinced that you're shy. You're not a good speaker. You're convinced when you say I'm just not a good speaker, and when I speak in front of people, I'm just not a good speaker. You're confident in the notion that you're not a good speaker. You're confident in the notion that you're not very photogenic, right? You're pointing that confidence is in you. You're confident. You're just confident in the wrong thing. So you already have the confidence within you. So it's not as difficult as it may seem to become a more confident speaker or a more confident anything for that matter. Entrepreneur, a more confident husband, spouse, partner, whatever it is. You have the confidence already in you. It's just pointed in the wrong direction. It's almost like let's say it's a missile, rocket launcher or something, right? And you have this rocket launcher and it's pointing towards shyness. It's pointing towards not being a good speaker. It's pointing towards not being photogenic or whatever it is that you're confident in that is not serving you, right? You can become confident in the right thing by changing the direction of where that missile is pointing to. So you take that same missile that you're pointing at, I'm not confident, I'm not a good speaker, take that same missile and point it towards, I'm bold, I'm a confident speaker, I'm a great speaker, I'm photogenic. You understand what I mean? So now you change the direction of where that confidence is pointing at. So instead of being confident in the notion that you're shy, be confident in the fact that you're bold. Point that missile towards boldness. Point that missile towards confidence. Point that missile towards being photogenic, being the life of the party. You're not shy. You're confident in that shyness because repetition is learning. And so you've done that over and over. You've told yourself that over and over. So now you're super confident in this notion that you're shy. And the more you keep telling yourself that, the more it'll start to sink into your subconscious mind and it becomes second nature. So in your mind, I'm a shy person. In your mind, I'm not a good speaker in public. I don't like to get in front of the camera because I'm not a good speaker. But you've been pointing that missile or whatever it is at the wrong thing for so long. You think that's normal. You think that's you. But you can take that same energy and point it towards boldness, confidence, great speaking ability. You understand what I mean? Change the direction of that confidence. You already have the confidence. You need to just stop being confident in the wrong thing. This is something that I had to do as well. You can't point that strong feeling of confidence towards something bad and then expect to get something good. You have to take that energy and point it towards the thing that you want, not the thing that you don't want. Point it towards the thing that'll serve you, not the thing that won't serve you. All right? Now, number 2, you have to stand on your truth. Now, what I mean by that is everyone has something that they believe in beyond a shadow of a doubt. Everyone has something that they believe in so strongly that they will be willing to go to the ends of the earth to fight for. You're no different. There's something that you believe in so strongly that you will be willing to stand in front of a bus for. Now think about the most successful speakers ever. Notice I said most successful speakers and the most successful entrepreneurs ever. People that have revolutionized how we live our day-to-day life by things they've invented and things that they do. The most successful people in the world, when they speak, what is the one thing that they all have in common? Now, they're not necessarily the best speakers. I said most successful. They're not necessarily the best, but for some reason when they speak, audiences are captivated. Audiences tune in. They can't get enough. Why is that? It's because they believe in what they believe in so strongly that the audience follows along and believes it as well. The audience is absolutely convinced in what these people are talking about because they believe it so strongly. And another thing, they're not worried about necessarily pleasing the audience because they're going to believe what they're going to believe, whether you believe it or not. It just so happens that if I believe it so strongly and I know what I'm talking about, don't get me wrong, you have to understand and know and have done your research and everything and know what you're talking about. But if I believe it so strongly, that belief conveys over into the audience. And so the audience believes right along with me because they can feel that. You can feel, everyone has what we call a BS detector. You can feel that. You can feel when someone is legit. You can feel when someone really believes what they're saying, really stands by what they're saying. So when you find that thing that you believe in so strongly, when you find that thing that is absolutely, you would run through a brick wall for, you would be willing to fight an entire army for, because that's how much you believe in that thing. When you find that thing and you convey it to your audience, they will be willing to stand right alongside you and fight that army with you, because they're convinced, because of how strongly you believe, because you stand on your truth regardless, whether they like it or not, whether they believe you or not. You stand on your truth, because not everyone is going to agree. That's just life. Not everyone is going to agree. However, most will, because they can feel the conviction in your voice. They can feel how strongly you believe in what it is that you're saying. So that's tip number 2. You stand on your truth. Don't be swayed, not one bit. If you're convinced and this is something you truly believe in, then you stand on that. This portrays to whatever audience. It can be a conversation. It doesn't even have to be a big audience. This can be a one-on-one conversation, but the confidence will show because of your conviction and the fact that you are standing strong on what it is you believe in. You automatically come off as a more confident speaker, and you're not worried about pleasing the audience. You're more worried about delivering your message so that it can help them, which brings me to number 3. Don't focus on what you can get from the audience, from the person you're talking to, from the conversation. Don't focus necessarily on what you can get. Focus on what you can give, because this takes the attention and the pressure off of you. And now you're focused on your audience. You're focused on serving. You're focused on them and not you. So this takes the pressure off. This makes you more engaged with your audience, because your number one objective is to serve them with this truth that you're standing on. I believe it so much that I just have to convey that message to you, because I want you to believe it as well. I believe it so strongly that I want you to get this message as well, right? So you don't focus on what you can get. You focus on what you can give. So just to recap, first tip is you want to practice it. Do it every day. You want to practice it. You already have the confidence in you because you've done it. You do it every day. If you keep saying I am shy, you're practicing confidence. You're just confident in the notion that you're shy. And you keep saying I'm not a good speaker. You're practicing confidence. You're just practicing it on the notion that you're not a good speaker. We turn that attention and that confidence to what will serve us and what we want. I'm confident in the fact that I'm bold. I'm confident that I'm a great speaker. Okay. Number 2 was we have to stand on our truth. Whatever that thing is that you believe wholeheartedly, without a shadow of a doubt, you convey that to your audience and you don't waver. You learn everything it is that you need to learn about that thing. You understand every nuance, every little nook and cranny of that thing, because that raises your confidence as well. And you stand on that, and you'll automatically come off as a more confident speaker, because you know what you're talking about. The conviction is in your voice on that thing that you're talking about. And lastly, as I said, focus on what you can give rather than what you can get. Serve your audience. Take the attention off of yourself, put it on the audience, serve them. Give an overly abundant amount of value so that the audience automatically feels the need to reciprocate that value and give it back to you, whether it be monetary, whether it be attention, whether it be likes, subscriptions, whatever it is. The audience will feel obligated to give you something back, because you've given them an enormous amount of value every time that you opened your mouth, because you were so confident in what you were saying and you were so confidently serving them. Did you get any value out of that? I hope you did. And if you did, you know how I say, squeeze the like button, like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Now, I do want to mention, we've started a brand new Facebook group, and it's called Self-Confidence for Influencers. The link will be in the description. And we're growing, but the group is amazing, and we're constantly adding new members, and we're able to go over things like this to help become more confident speakers, because we're all influencers in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We all are influencers, whether you be a YouTuber, a podcaster, a public speaker, a manager, even parents are influencers, because you're always trying to convince your kids to do something, right? So we're all influencers. We discuss how to improve your self-confidence in order to improve your status in life, improve your income, all of that. So I'll drop the link in the description. It will mean the world to me if, first off, you like this video, you subscribe to this channel, and please go check out that Facebook group. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. You already know, if you're still rocking with me at this point, I appreciate it. Let's go.